Hey guys, it's Ray. Thanks for watching this video. I've decided to sell the Minivan off-grid luxury camper. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all about it, all the features, everything you see on it right here comes with it, and see if you're interested in it. Anyway, the car itself is a 2006, that's 20 years old, Mazda MPV LX minivan. I'm the second owner, and it has just under 100,000 miles. That's less than 5,000 miles per year. It's in beautiful condition. It has a few little minor things. You know, it's 20 years old, but we're going to point those out as we go along. But anyway, it's also front-wheel drive. First, I'm going to tell you everything about the roof here. We've got 300 watts of solar, and I'm going to tilt that up in a minute and show it to you. But we've got gearboxes on this side and a Thule cargo box right there and a little shower tent. So first thing I'm going to do is pull out my app, and we're going to look at how much solar we got. I'm going to put this up on the screen so you can see it too. But we're getting about 176 watts. Okay, we're flat, we're in a good position, but you can tilt the solar up, and I'm going to do that right now, and then I'll show you how it's going to change. We're actually going to be tilting away from the sun, so it's going to go down instead of going up. But normally what you do is tilt this, you'd park so that you could get the position right at the sun. So it's going to have dropped, and I'll show that on the screen right now. But anyway, now that the solar panels are up, you can get into the gearboxes and also get into this Thule cargo box, which is thin, long, and has a ton of space in there too. Leave that up. So another thing is this shower tent, and this, I'm going to show you some videos that I've done along the way, but this is really great for taking a shower, but also a little privacy area for changing clothes or for putting your toilet inside, a little portable toilet. And on this side, we've got this giant awning. It's from Overland Vehicle Systems. It's called a 270-degree awning. It opens up and covers this entire area on the passenger side and goes all the way back and covers the back hatch and everything. It's massive. Also, it's self-stabilizing, so you don't need the poles down to open it up. You can then open it up, and if it's not too windy, you could leave it like that. And it has some connected poles that come down. It's amazing. Here's a little time lapse of me setting it up. Now let's take a look at the back here. Up here, this is an antenna mount for a Starlink. I'll leave that in case you have one. Then over here, we've got a backup camera mounted up high in case you have a bike rack or a cargo box. You can see right over it. That's nice. Then over on this side, this is a waterproof junction box for the Starlink Quick Connect if you ever want to hook it up and everything, but I'm going to leave it here for whoever takes the van. And that wire runs down into here and into the hatch, and also all the solar wires come through and into the hatch down here. And this is the only real modification I made to this thing. I drilled this hole down here to put in a power port in case you have a generator or shore power. You can plug in right here in the back. It's a waterproof little power thing. So now I'm going to open the hatch up. We're going to take a look inside. And this is the other side of that power port, this cable. It runs down into underneath the storage and into the power we'll look at in a second. Let me get these cushions out of the way, and then we'll take a look at everything back here. So on this side, this is the water shower storage area. And if you look down in here, you can see this is a 7-gallon water tank, and it's got a quick connect system. Watch my other videos for this. I've got a whole video on all this. But it's got a quick connect water hose system that hooks into here. And you turn the water pump on here. It's a really powerful water pump. It's 5 gallons per minute. Sorry. That'd be really powerful, 5 gallons per minute. Anyway, and that stays with the van, of course. And then there's a little bit of area back there for storage. I used to put paper towels, toilet paper, whatever you want back in that storage area. And then over here, this is the power system. This comes with the car. It's a 2,000 watt hour Blue Eddy AC200L. It does have the ability to have battery expansions and other things. I never used it, so you could use this inside as well. But the solar is going into it right now as we've just looked at the app, and it has that Blue Eddy app, and I'll show that to you again. But here are all the other plugs and everything. I have all the AC stuff. I also have a couple of USB plugs. Those stay with the car. One right here is a 100-watt power supply, power delivery. That one runs up the other side if you have a laptop or something. Anything that's 100 watts or less, USB-C that you want to power. Then on the other side, I've got one that goes to a battery charger. I'm going to leave it here in case you want little AA and AAA batteries recharged. Then there is a DC. I'm going to put this down. And the beauty of that app is you don't have to get in here. It's buried under here, but there's plenty of holes and air ventilation, and you're not going to have any issues with any of this. but you can use the app and view everything without ever having to come back here. And then up here, this is also Bluetti. This is a separate breakout box. This is actually a DC charger. It's called a D40. It does a lot of stuff, look it up, but all I use it for, it plugs into the AC200, and this feeds all the 30 amps of DC power up to the fuse panel. So I'm gonna walk over here to the fuse box, and we're gonna take a look at that. So the fuse panel is inside this driver's side sliding door. It's a great location, it's easy to get to if you want to do your more wiring or if you want to replace a fuse, and all of these wires have really great labels on them, so it's super easy to understand what I've already done. A couple of other things back here, you've got a little CO2, there's also a propane detector alarm in here, and a little bit up higher here is a cube. This is a power cube that you can plug in a bunch of USBs and 3 power outlets up here. I used that for the air fryer when I was using it. All right, now we're going to take a look in the front here, and you can see it's a 2006 car, but it's still kind of modern. I've got all the volume controls on the steering wheel and the stuff for cruise control, and it's also got a touchscreen stereo with a backup camera. So, you know, a lot of modern features, even though it's a 20-year-old car, and everything you can see is in great position, you know. And I've already moved the passenger seat forward, and I've moved the sync box forward. Normally you would do that once you got to camp, because you'd have a passenger possibly, or maybe not. But if you had a passenger, there's plenty of room for that. But I went ahead and already set that up to make this video a little bit shorter. So the first thing I do is I lean the seat forward, and I move it all the way forward. And now I can lift up this countertop, this little secret box. We're going to learn about that in a second. But I move that forward like that, and then I can expand the countertop. And now it's time for me to get inside. Now, before I get in here, I want to talk about the flooring a little bit. This is custom vinyl waterproof plank that I have in here. And I also put in this access port right here, and this lets you get your wrench in here, and there's a bolt right there. That lowers the spare. The spare tire mounts under the car right here, and that way this is not blocked. You can always get to your spare. So now I'm going to climb in here and show you something. Now, I am 6 feet 1 inches tall, and I fit in here with just a little bit of space, and this is, but I'm 6'1", so if you're anywhere around that, you're fine. The sofa is custom. These cushions are 5-inch custom foam, but I had them hired a professional tailor to cover them in sunbrella fabric. Did an amazing job. It's super expensive, but these are amazing, and you can spill things on them and do everything else. Another cool thing about that flooring and this setup is I have a ton of floor space. You can see that I have really long legs, and I can almost go all the way out with my legs, which is just, that's awesome. That's something I really wanted to make it feel spacious. And then back to this bed, another cool thing about it is it has a latch right here, and it slides out on drawer slides. It doesn't have really hinges on that. It slides out in drawer slides, and it supports up to 500 pounds. I'm going to show you really quickly a little video of how easy that is to set it down. To pull it out, I slide these out of the way, and unhook the drawer thing, pull it, and then it snaps into place. The bed is 30 inches wide and 75 inches long, and it's pretty comfortable. Okay, so up front here, this is a removable sink box, and watch some of my other videos. There's a link in the description, but you can take this outside and use it. It's awesome. Anyway, it has running water, and behind the area under the tanks sit underneath right here. There's 2 3-gallon tanks. One's fresh and one's gray water. This is a custom spice rack. I'll turn that off. This is a custom magnetic spice rack. These tins pull on and off. I'll leave it with you. And this pulls out also, makes it real easy to get to it. It's magnetic too. It makes it easy to get to the tanks. There are 3 little clear bins you can use as drawers. This is a small narrow thing that I used as a trash can, but you could use it for storage or anything. And then down there is more storage, great for plastic wrap or tin foil, whatever you want to put down there. And then something you can't see right now, but I'll put a picture in, is there's a power port on the back of this behind the sink for a water kettle or whatever you want to use. It's a waterproof power port. It's really great. And this is a butcher block countertop. Very, very, a lot of space. It's long. I mean, I had a double wide, double burner Coleman stove and an air fryer that sat on this. And it's just plenty of room for anything you want to use it for. And as you come this way, I've got a bodega cooler. This one comes with it. You can use this as a fridge or a freezer. That's served me really well. And now what I'm going to show you is how I collapse this. So like if you're getting ready later, you know, you can lean this over, and it has little magnets that hold it, and it pivots up and out of the way. You got a nice little fan right here. But this pivots out of the way. And then while we're here, I'm just going to point a couple things out. This has nothing to do with the power station in the back. That's a Renogy 1000 watt inverter. That was wired directly to the engine. And this sends power back. So if you're driving, you can also charge your power station while you're driving with solar while you're driving, and also from AC. This pulls from the battery. So it just gives you another way to charge while you're charge up in case you don't have enough sun to get you through the day. And then this, of course, is the toilet paper for the emergency toilet, which we'll talk about a little later. But right now, in this little drawer, this is a microwave, and it stores out of the way. You can get into here and use that whenever you want, or if you don't want it. It just depends on if you're want to do that. But you definitely have enough power in here to kind of do anything. So the next thing is the toilet. So you just take this top off at night if you want to use the toilet here. Everything's clean, by the way. Anyway, watch a video. I have a video of everything on this. Is separating custom toilet, really low. There's a fan in there, no odors, and you know it's easy to clean and everything else. Got a custom little tank in there for the liquids. But that is a whole nother video you can watch on how that works for emergencies. So up here above the countertop, I've got a removable LED light that you can take anywhere in the van or even outside. But this stays up here and illuminates the area for cooking underneath. It's awesome. Then over here I have this incredible fan, pivots every direction, and it takes only 4 watts. Watch the video on that. That's amazing. And look at the wiring up here. I've got an extra wire here from something I used to have here, already wired and labeled to the fuse box. So you can add already any 12 volt appliance you want, or anything that runs on 12 volt. It's already pre-wired. You just use the wire that's all right here, tucked into here. We look over here, I got a little cup for utensils. That stays. This thing holds it. Got my paper towel holder, and then I also have a smoke alarm mounted right there. And then right to the left of that, I have a fan, and that's another Scirocco fan. And then this is vertical storage for, I had pots and pans, and I had some books, and I had lots of canned goods, and just tons of storage for whatever you want. There's more vertical storage over on the other side. You can see there's a puck light right there, and just under it is that little Bluetti DC breakout box I talked about. And above that, you can see the window covering. I have those on all the windows except, not the front windows, but for the side windows too. I didn't show those, but I have those come in here, so you get 4 of those window coverings. Then as you come look along, down lower, I've got a phone charger that stays. It's mounted, and you can put a watch on there and charge it. And then next to it is a little battery charger for AA and AAA rechargeable batteries. That's already wired to the Bluetti power station. You don't have to do anything, you just get some batteries. Above that, I've got a little Kleenex holder for the small cube Kleenexes. And above that is a little mount that'll hold a TV remote. I used it for a Roku remote for a streaming player. You can put anything small in there. Fire extinguisher mount there, and that little fire extinguisher. And then you go down, there's a hook for some hats and stuff, and my little dustpan and my little mini brush. So it's kind of bittersweet because I hate to see this go, but I'm ready for my next adventure, and maybe this could be your next adventure. There's going to be a link in the description for the actual listing with the price and everything. And one other thing about that, if you don't need all of this up here, I can remove that stuff and we can negotiate a lower price. But if you have any questions or anything, use the link below. Maybe don't put all those in YouTube, little questions about the van and everything. Go to the link for the listing because it'll have a lot more information and pictures and things on that. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.